Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. In this video we're going to wrap up the roll bar job on our 1955 Chevy Gasser. That includes patching up the sheet metal work that we had to cut to get the bars to fit in there correctly so we can make full welds around everything. I'm going to include in the upper right hand corner right now a complete playlist including this video so you guys can see the job from front to back, anybody who's just now jumping in, and welcome if you are. We also have a Friday Night Live every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Great group of car people get together and discuss their projects and what's going on and the events of the day. Be great if you could join in on that conversation too. Look forward to seeing you. It'd be a lot easier for you to remember we're having it if you went ahead and hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and that'll let you know whenever we're doing stuff over here in the garage. All right, let me get set up and I'll show you what's going on. All right guys, well I got it laid out identical to the other side. All right, so what I'm going to do is break out the lightning scissors, get that cut out, and then I'll bring you guys back in and we'll lay the bar up and see what we got. As per the lesson we learned in the last video, I went ahead and cut about 7.5 inches off the bottom of this bar so we had enough room to work. We're going to work on just getting it up in there in place. All right. Okay. Go underneath and get that set up. All right, I made a mark under there. I'll show it to you. All right, that mark, I got to cut that angle. And it's cut. Good. Now let's get it laid up in there and see if we got everything lined up correctly, and we'll make some tacks. All right, guys, as you can see, same as last time, I have the pipe coming through the slot, and I have the angle iron clamped onto the frame, and the pipe is resting on the top of the angle iron. I'm going to attempt to get a tack up there, and then I'll bring the pipe out with the angle iron tacked on, weld it out fully around, set it back up in there, clamp it, and then we'll tack it to the main safety hoop and take it from there. All right guys, well we got this side welded up. It'll come out pretty good. It's all welded up, ready to go back in. I did get a little upset with myself on this side because, I'll show you real quick over here. When we put the shock bar in, right there, I can see if I can get the camera right on it for you. See that grind mark right there where that weld is? This bracket was on there and it held my brake line. So I unbolted the brake line and I said, well, if I gotta cut this off, no big deal. We'll cut it off. We're welders. We'll weld it right back on when we're done. Well, the grinder kicked back and it put another scar on my brake line right here. So I got a little upset about that. But we're no longer upset. I'm gonna make a change anyway. My buddy Kevin and I were talking, and I think instead of these braces, I'm gonna move the brake lines to the outside of the frame. because if anything ever happened where I broke a universal, you know, or something like that, getting crazy at the track, clanging around, I think we want our fuel line and we want our brake lines and everything to the outside of the frame anyway. So I was thinking I could reuse this material, but we're gonna have to get another spool of it, so no big deal. But that's what happened there. Now I'm getting ready to slide that strut back up in, clamp it on, and then I'll bring you guys back in and we'll get this thing welded out real quick. Okay guys, figure I'd show you real quick. We got it welded all the way in. You know, for a couple minutes of footage, it takes about 4 hours to put a strut in. At least it did this one. So you can see that's all welded in up there. We went ahead and welded our tab back on. Throw a coat of paint on, it'll look fantastic. Bring you up top and show you. All right, let me bring you in and show you the weld real quick. There you go. Come out really, really good. It's welded all the way around. Bring you around, show you the top. All right, bring the light over there and so you see what's going on with it. All right, so that's all welded in. Let me get this mess cleaned up and I'll bring you guys back in. Alright guys, well we got the car all cleaned up. It looks pretty good. That job beat us up a little bit today. It took about 3.5–4 hours to get that strut in and sit correctly. You know, we had that brake line in our way. We had to cut some stuff away to get it put in. But we got it welded out and the welds look pretty gosh darn good. But I want to do something fun to cheer me up. I mean, sometimes, you know, you get all dejected after a job like that. I need to get my spirits up and keep me motivated. So I want to do something fun real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, hey guys. You know, I had a really hard day getting that strut in. You know, it fought me tooth and nail with that shock bar and that brake bracket and everything else. So I decided I wanted to do something fun real quick. So I went ahead and I filled a bucket in the car to keep us company and inspect our job we did. What do you guys think? I think he looks really cool in here. Check him out. Yeah, we have to mask off the entire dash when we go to do our wrap the liner work anyway. It's not going to hurt a darn thing having them in here, and it went a long way to cheering me up. Tell me that ain't cool in our dash. Wait till we have all the chrome in and everything dressed out. It's just gonna look phenomenal. I mean, Kim did a heck of a job. The door's in nice and tight. All right, I'm gonna have to get some more screws. I had to steal one garnish molding screw because that glove box only had one screw holding the hinge on the one side when we took it out. But I think it looks awesome in there. We cleaned up the button real nice. Everything looks really good. All right, well, that was fun, wasn't it? It's stuff like that that keeps you motivated on a long-term project like this, and it really did. That's a shot in the arm. It really cheered me up. I mean, look at them in there, looking cool. It's really popping. And wait until that chrome's in there. When the chrome's in there, it's really gonna pop. Kim did a heck of a job. And you know what? On this roll bar, so did we. It came out killer. I can't be more happy. It took about 3.5, 4 hours to get that passenger side strut sitting just so, but when you look on this side, you cannot see the strut on the passenger side. And that's just the way I wanted it. Nice and clean job. And you know what? The back bar is nice and square, and it's got a good level compared to the top of the safety hoop. Everything looks really good. You come around, you check it coming this way, it just looks killer. And you come in and you look at the same thing over here. Look at the passenger side strut bar. You can't see the driver side strut bar. And that's just what we were shooting for. All right, our next thing is that trunk area. We're gonna have to patch those perforations in the floor where we had to come through for the strut bars. That's no big deal. All right, we'll take care of that. Maybe I'll start that on tomorrow's video. And you know, as for these braces for the package tray, I'm not even going to worry about them because we have to seal off the cabin from the trunk with the fuel cell and the battery box being back there. So I'm going to build a panel that goes across to seal everything off. I'm going to go pick up some sheet metal, probably get it tomorrow or the next day, and maybe this weekend we'll start working on that. And I have a bead roller somewhere underneath that bench. It's just a small one, but I feel like we can make a nice panel for back air. And we got that seamer, and I really feel like 2 pieces of sheet metal together with a seam in the middle. We'll tack it all in. It'll come out nice, and it'll serve 2 purposes. It'll seal us off from the trunk, and it'll act as a brace as well, because we may have weakened those braces cutting that stuff out. So, and you know what? Once the panel's in there and we wrap the line, the back side, you'll never see it. It's no big deal. We're not going to worry about anything like that. At least that's my plan. When I was welding, I was thinking about it, and I think that's what I'm going to do. But you know, I always think about stuff, and we might add to it, subtract to it. You never know. We didn't get a ton done this week. You know, we work a full-time job, but we got something done, right? We're out here, we're working, we're trying to get as many things done as we can. We got 2 jobs going right now. We got the Nova, I'm doing stuff on that too. Coming up, you'll see. And I love this 55. We're just gonna keep rolling on it too. I hope you guys are enjoying the content I'm putting out. I'm trying really hard for you, and I'm having fun doing it. So until next time, take care everybody.